Mill Street, Belford, and Avenue C are totally completed. And plus, we did an additional fog seal with some of that leftover oil for Avenue C. In the Lund area, because we have our frac tanks there, we went ahead and did some of the areas that are leading, dirt roads that are leading into Lund. We went ahead and mag chloride that for the area. As approved in the budget process, was determined we could hire up to 3 seasonals to help us with driving water trucks. We received no applications of people that were eligible with the requirements of that CDL with a manual transmission.
Wow.
Same thing happens in parks and maintenance. We put ads in the paper, we never get anyone to reply or put in an application. We did some signage repairs on the Long Valley Road. As you're probably aware, there was a fire in the Chin Creek area. The BLM, Ray Mason, is super with us. He will call us instantly, and after the fire is contained, he lets the water tenders, they'll stay on for about a week, and they haul water for us when we go, so we can go back in and repair those roads that were damaged due to the fire. So the fire BLM guys are super to work with. They really take care of us. I provided some pictures. We completed all of the chip sealing of all the existing roads in Lund, so that project is finished. I kind of look back because I brought before the commission when we started that oil stabilization. So that from the start to the final completion of that project was the 25 months, which is pretty fast considering you have to phase that work. And then now the city of Ely owes White Pine County 18 hours, so that pendulum is continually moving back and forth, but the agreement works good. And then the pictures are all in the Lund area of what those finished products and what those roads look like. Any questions for me?
No, it looks great.
Okay,
That
thanks.
left one nice. One more.
Yeah.
Those roads look beautiful.
They're happy.
We'll pass that on.
So, okay, anybody?
Mr. Chairman, unrelated, but I see Ms. Kearns here is the first item. We're not at 11 o'clock yet, but I think hers is going to be very quick, and I think she's pretty busy.
I got it, yeah, I'm doing another thing first, and then I'll look at that.
But when we get there, yeah.
But right now, we're gonna go to page 3, item 6. Yes, you, Bill. It's discussion with possible action. It's the approval to reprioritize public transit budget number 063-451-53101, equipment order $5,000, eliminate one used transport truck and add one user water tank in an amount not to exceed $25,000.
Very briefly, it was approved that we could purchase 2 used transport trucks at up to 100,000 each. What we would like to do now is just purchase 1 transport truck and use that additional $100,000 or 25,000 of that amount to purchase a frac tank. And the reason is the wells that we mine, drill for us in Long Valley, they don't put out, it keeps the water trucks there too long trying to fill them. So now we'll have a frac tank that the pump will just stay on, fill that 20,000 gallon frac tank as opposed to a 4,000 gallon water tank. And we'll just keep that, it'll just be a huge reservoir for us, so there's no delays at that water stand filling up the trucks.
Time is money.
That's anybody? I'll look for a motion by Travis,
Second.
second by Shane, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none, passed unanimously. Now we'll get to Mary Kerner.
It's not till 11 o'clock.
It's 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got 15
We'll go
minutes. I
back.
just wanted you to be
Okay,
aware.
got it, thanks, thank you. So page 3, item E, 11 a.m., it's RNDC, Rural Nevada Development Corporation. It's a discussion update from the RNDC, Mary Kerner.
Thank you for your patience, Mary.
No problem. I actually came in on a webinar and I had to keep listening, but I was still listening to you guys. May I take my mask off to speak? Okay. I know these were part of your packet, so I just want to make sure you guys have these cleaner copies. Can you just take one and pass that around, please? So thank you so much for taking time. I know you guys are working on very important issues, but I thought it was important to come and talk to you guys about RNDC and what we've done in White Pine County and what we're working on by the end of the year to address every county commission in the state excluding Clark and Washoe. So you guys are my third county commission. That first sheet you have there, I'm not gonna read it to you because in the interest of time and you have it in front of you, just talks about who we are. We've been around for 28 years and what we've done here in White Pine County just on the lending side. 68 loans totaling over 8.4 million. This was the number as of the end of the quarter, June 30th, so I can tell you that number is now over 9 million in White Pine County. We do have new disaster relief and recovery loan programs that we're working on. We have 2 of those right now. One of them is designated just on the I-80 corridor, but the other one is statewide, excluding Clark and Washoe. That was 3.3 million from EDA, who is one of our existing funding agencies. If you go to the second page, that is our data per county. We track this for every county that we do. And so you'll see the fourth quarter numbers, but I'm gonna bring your attention to the right-hand side, cumulative what we have done in White Pine County since inception. So 488 homes have either been rehabilitated, weatherized, or we've participated in down payment assistance up to $20,000 on. Just in White Pine County, 488 homes. Totaling our housing contribution just over 4.4 million. The Bristlecone F and E were sold 2 years ago to Nevada Rural Housing Authority. So that 742,000 actually would come off. I mean, it's still there, we still participated, we still owned them. Moving down to the next section in lending, as I had said, this end of the quarter, 68 businesses in White Pine County alone financed at 8.4 million. With 107 jobs created and 361 jobs retained. We use the formula for that income injection set forth by HUD and EDA, which is $35,000 per job created and or retained, for a total economic impact just on the lending side to White Pine County of over $22 million. On the business counseling side, 272 clients and over 1,400 hours. And that's just under RMDC. That doesn't include what's being done by NSBDC out of UNR, which is what like Caroline McIntosh falls under. So these are ones that have been in RMDC's office here in White Pine County. So there is actually more hours through the small business counselor. For that economic impact of just under 2 million. And so if you look down for the total contribution right now is just over $29 million, which is huge. So we are headquartered here in White Pine County. And, but we are a statewide lender. We do have funds that we can use in Clark and Washoe, but we don't often, just because we are the Rural Nevada Development Corporation. So our heart is with the rurals. We have lots of colleagues and partnering agencies that handle those areas for us, so we refer back and forth. We do have an office in Elko that we have opened, that was supposed to open April 1st, that we've been working on since last fall, and because of COVID it got pushed back, and we opened that on June 1st, which had nothing to do with the Nevada Gold Mines I-80 fund. We were already doing that because that's a pocket that we were really busy in. So we do have an employee up there now, and she is full-time. But I attached the flyer for you for the Economic Development Administration Fund that we have for disaster relief and recovery. So just asking in your help, if you have your constituents that are coming to you and saying, you know, County Commission, what are you doing for us? How are you helping us? I know you're getting money through the CARES Act to do small business grants and loans. I don't know what those caps are going to be if you've already decided that, but we can partner with you on those. These are 2% loans, and every situation is different. So I have one that's paying interest only for the first 24 months. I have one that's not paying anything for the first 6 months. I have one that's doing regular principal and interest payments. I can tell you that we've approved $800,000 already out of this $3.3 million fund, and those are all White Pine County. And I have another meeting coming up this Friday, and they're all White Pine County loans as well. So we have a lot of people that are applying. We're trying to help a lot of people. We know people are closing their doors, and it's really sad to see, but we're not in your position, and everybody is really struggling. So I feel like sometimes RMDC is the best kept secret in rural Nevada. So I just want to let you guys know that we're here. We are a good resource. We've got almost $30 million for economic impact to White Pine County, and we live and work and play in White Pine County. We love White Pine County. So if you guys would please just spread the word about our loan funds, because we want to get those out. We have short timelines to get those out as well. Does anybody have any questions about any of that? I know it was a lot, and I was trying to hurry for you.
You did a good job. But anybody got any questions of Mary on the RMDC program? And we're happy to have you in the community. We really appreciate everything you do, and anything the citizens, we are definitely on board.
Yeah, spread the word, please. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell everybody. So,
Anybody else got any comments or questions? Thank you, Mary.
thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Marty.
you, Mary.
I think we can roll right through here. Let's go to page.
This has been a Georgetown production. George Chachis reporting.